Hey everybody, it's your good buddy 650E here, and welcome to another episode of the New Bike Build Series. This is where we're taking a brand new 2018 BMW S1000RR with the premium package. This one is red, white, and black that I purchased here from my good friends at Sills BMW. With the help of our channel sponsors, specifically Moto Million, we're going to add some amazing parts to this motorcycle. And at the end of the build series, we are giving it away to you folks viewing the video. Information on how you might win this motorcycle is in the description. But in today's episode, we are wrapping up the Brembo full braking system installation. Let's go inside and see what Zach's up to. All right, Zach. Hey.
Hey, what's going on, Ian?
Hey, buddy.
Let's get some calipers on this bike.
Yes.
It hasn't had brakes here for a minute.
Right.
And it's so light and easy to push. It keeps rolling away without brakes.
Right.
No. So we got some sweet Brembo calipers that we're putting on. And we went to install them. We noticed, you can see this is flat here, and the stock caliper has these larger diameter holes for that go over a dowel pin. So we gave Manny at Moto Million a call just to double check, but we're supposed to take these dowel pins out so that our caliper is going to sit flush against here.
Okay.
So the best way I've found to get this type of pin out is to use an easy out, which is something like this. So we'll just find the one that's the right size. It's going to be tight.
Viewers are going to comment about your tools again, man. You have something. They call you MacGyver.
Yeah. It's just easier if you got a tool for it. So this one's pretty good. We'll just tap it in.
Unbelievable.
Because this way it keeps the dowel pin around. In this case, it doesn't matter because we're not reusing it. We can probably just grab it, but we'll give this a shot. In engines, sometimes though, like a cover or something, they'll use them and you have to reuse it.
Yeah.
This works really well because then you can reuse it.
That is
you
unbelievable.
didn't distort it. Anyway.
People are going to want to know the model number and all that. You know that, Zach.
Yeah, what is this thing? This is just an Irwin set. Okay. So Irwin makes most all taps and dies for any company.
Yep.
Oh, see, we got her spinning. And then once we get it spinning, we'll just put a little pressure outward too. It should come out here. It's coming. Not at any record pace, but it is coming out.
All right.
There we go.
Got it.
So now we'll just pop this in the vise. You can see our edges are still the same size.
Yes.
Yeah, I put some marks on the inside, but that doesn't matter. So if we had to reuse it, we could.
Nice.
So that's today's quick tip.
Yeah. All right, so you got three more to get, huh?
3 more to go here.
All right, stand by.
All right, so we got the dowel pins out. We can get our brake lines re-exposed.
Okay. Our steel braided brake lines.
Yes, from the factory. Yeah, it looks like we'll have good clearance
Yes, sir.
on everything. Now, we can't forget, we're going to have to see how our cooling air duct fits. If it still fits all right without those dowel pins or not. Let me grab them.
Okay.
Got our Pro-Tie titanium bolts.
I see those. That looks good.
It does look good.
So you memorize the torque specs?
Yeah.
Okay.
These get used quite often for changing tires.
Okay.
Like I said, I try not to. That way you don't ever torque anything wrong. These are 38 Newton meters, and I think the max on these bolts were like 45, so we're good to go with the 38.
Okay.
While you're snugging these up, you're going to want to hold your brake line to keep it from spinning.
Okay.
If you want it in a certain spot. I kind of want it right there, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. So that's good. You can feel the washers crush.
Okay.
And then we'll snug that little bleeder up. And we got one caliper installed. We'll get the other side on, and then I think we'll switch to either the chain hoist or the wheel stands and make sure that the wheel spins, nothing's binding and hitting, and once we know that's good, then we'll fill up the system and bleed it out. And we'll have front brakes again.
All right.
But, yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah. It really does.
And we'll bounce it up and down, make sure that we have good clearance on our brake line here. But I don't see that being an issue, Rob. routed that direction.
Okay.
So we got the bike up on stands. You can see wheel spin super smooth. Don't hear anything grinding, pulsing, so that's a good sign that we're most likely going to have the correct clearance. Yeah, everything looks really good. Brake lines are out of the way. Now we're just gonna suck fluid into the brake system. So I started at the far caliper here.
Okay.
Turn that on, we can watch the level drop up here. You wanna make sure there's always fluid up top, otherwise it'll suck air.
Okay, yep.
One thing that's cool with the Tygon hose, you can see there's a big air bubble right there that needs to be worked out of the system. That is then filled our brake system up. Now we got to bleed the air out. So we start back where we began on this side. But first we're going to put some fluid up here and just pump the brake lever. And it should fill up. It should get rid of this air bubble.
Okay.
We just kind of pump it little bits at a time here. There it goes. See all the air coming out?
Yep.
When you move your lever out to a farther position, you'll get more throw. We should probably have this in the neutral setting. Seems like if you just do these little flicks on your brake lever, you can usually get the air to come up through. Or if you ever just change the master cylinder, if you just pump the lever like this, for 5-10 minutes, you can usually get all the air out. Once we got our fluid level stabilized up top, we'll switch to hand bleeding. So you'll open the bleeder, and then we'll pull the lever in all the way slowly, hold it, close the bleeder, let the lever back out. Push it in just a little, open this up, push the fluid through with a bunch of air. See that air?
Yeah.
Escaping, that's what we want to happen. And we'll just repeat this on both sides until we get a good feeling lever. I found that this works better than pumping and then pumping the lever up and then opening the bleeder.
Okay.
It works better just to push the fluid through, like we're doing here. If you come back over to this hose here,
Yep.
you can see that when I push the lever in now, no more air bubbles. So we should be good on this side. We'll switch over to the other caliper, do the same thing, and we do the same thing up on top of master cylinder. So we got it all bled out. You can see we have a nice firm lever now. It doesn't come all the way in like it was before. No bubbles popping through here, so that's good. So we can just top off our brake fluid, which it's close. We're changing that back out anyway.
Yes, we are.
Because you don't spray brake cleaner in there, right?
Right, right. Lesson learned.
It's not real glass. Wipe up any residual. Remember, spray water on it if you got any anywhere. So now you want to hold it, check for leaks by any of your crush washers, this hose. Squeeze it a couple times, make sure you don't have any leaks anywhere, and then go ahead, give it a test here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And you can see we still have everything's clearanced real nicely. It's not.
Yeah.
It spins freely, which is what you want. We hear a little bit of brake pad drag, but not too much. And it stops. It feels great. Now the next thing we'd have to do is brake in the brakes. You actually need to brake your brakes in. It's very important in how they wind up working.
Yes.
It tells you that in the pamphlet that comes with all the Brembo stuff. It always recommends what braking should be. Generally, it's best, especially for something like this, would be on a racetrack and you go out and do like 3 laps that aren't that fast. You just kind of, you don't let the brakes get super hot and you don't let them get cold. You just let them warm up and then you go back out and start riding.
Okay.
And you'd be broken in on the street. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll probably just ride it like normal.
Okay.
And they'll wind up, I feel like it's best if you could do it on a non-rainy day too, just because it doesn't cool them down too quick, because that's where your problems come in with brakes is temperature change.
Okay. So that won't be today then, because it's raining out.
So then one last test you'll want to do. Everything's good. Spinning wise, we want to make sure that we have clearance everywhere.
Yes.
So we're going to put the bike back on the ground and just turn the handlebars. the way to the left. Make sure nothing's pinched, pulled. Gonna hit funny, the brakes still work. Go all the way to the right. Key down, we'll bounce it up and down. Yeah, so you can see our lines flex outward on that side. That side's rubbing the fork tube a little bit. We might move that, I don't know, let's see.
Okay.
This side moves along with the fork tube, not rubbing it, because it's turned out just a little bit, see there's a little clearance.
Yep.
So, again, nothing that would affect it in the short term, but after 30,000 miles, actually, was there a little gap there that I just couldn't see maybe? Or is it hitting?
It's not touching. There's a gap.
Good. Because if it were over the long term, it could actually wear into this fork tube or wear away the casing on the brake line.
Okay.
But, yeah, well, we're good then.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, this is the Street Corsa Corda Master Cylinder 2. Remember, you had all your adjustments.
Yes.
So you can adjust your lever, how far in and out it is. We could adjust that pivot point and race, street, and neutral.
Okay. What setting do you think we're going to keep it on for folks, Zach?
I don't know. We're going to have to go out and try them all and see which one we like the best.
Okay.
This one's supposedly supposed to bite the hardest, but it actually moves the lever, and that's kind of odd. If you watch it, this moves the lever outward. I don't know. We will find out. We'll have to play with all the adjustments.
All right.
But I think that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, Zach, man.
Got some more sweet parts on.
Yep. You showed us yet another cool tool in your arsenal of tools.
Yep. We showed how to get the dowel pins out without destroying them. I think that we're getting close to about all the mechanical stuff.
Yes.
Next up is just going to be body work and finishing it up, getting it back on the road.
Yes, sir.
Smell some of that great MR12.
Yes, courtesy of Brent
teasing us
Tuning.
all day.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
It does, man.
But yeah, because what do we got left? Well, we've done a lot so far. Got the Olin steering damper.
Yep.
Samco hoses, engine ice coolant, the full Akrapovic titanium system with the SC slip-on.
Yep.
The seat cover.
The carbon fiber wheels.
We got the speed cell battery that saved us, what, like 10 pounds or something?
Oh yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Full carbon tails on there with sequential turn signals.
Lightweight rotor.
Yep, lightweight rotor right there.
That's probably one of the only other things we could have done was switch to a billet rear master, but then it mounts upside down. It's actually a fair amount of work and parts involved, and probably not that great for the street.
Gotcha.
More of a racetrack thing. Yeah, we got the rear sets. And our engine protection.
Lots of pretty red stuff.
Yeah, but we got some cool parts coming up.
Yes.
Stay tuned, and it's going to look great all together.
Yep. Thanks, Zach.
Have a good day.
All right, later. All right, so yet another awesome video by our good buddy, the master mechanic, Zach, back there, installing the complete Brembo braking system onto your 2018 S1000RR. Special thanks to Manny from Moto Million for supplying us with these amazing parts. This is definitely a one-of-a-kind S1000 that you will not see another one like it on your filthy streets. All right, you can still support the New Bike Build series. We're wrapping it up down to the wire. There's only a few more episodes remaining until we move on to a totally new, completely different motorcycle that I will reveal what that is real soon. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. New videos are always uploaded to the 650E YouTube channel. I'm getting rained on. Stay tuned for more videos, and as always, thanks for viewing. Catch you next time.